My name is Sally Sheehan, and I'm an English graduate from the University of Cincinnati, and I'm currently a garden education coordinator at Green Acres. The vast majority of people with an English major, what do? Like I said, kind of in school, I remember a lot of people were either on the track to go to law school, to teach. I know there was a heavy push in education. I talked to a lot of people eventually being interested in education writing, not necessarily even fictional, like getting published, but maybe for a local journal, local magazine, an online journal. Heavy in research, I think that one thing you benefit as an English major, especially in this day and age, is that ability to maybe just focus on one project at a time. And instead of maybe gauging it like, okay, I'm gonna read this 2-paragraph thing on the internet and understand fully what this person's trying to convey, I think you get that lens that you need yourself to research more on what that topic is. And I do think that you benefit in the English department having the chance to be told to do that. Especially nowadays, I think it's important to be able to dissect what it is you're reading and what it is you're trying to actually learn, because there's a lot of information nowadays, and so to be able to feel confident that you're actually getting the truth from it or that it's a valid source, you definitely gain those skills as an English major. One thing that I remember about the English department, it is really small, and I felt that being on a campus the size that UC's is, even though UC, once you're there for a year or two, it starts to feel smaller, the English department then feels even smaller, which makes it more approachable. It definitely makes having relationships with your professors to really enhance what you're doing in the classroom, and it creates the opportunity for those relationships to happen. The most relevant thing about being an English major to my daily life right now, I really think that the critical thinking is something that I could, off the top of my head, throw out. Again, that idea of being able to maybe approach a situation and try to really understand how to get the theme or the intention of a story or what's going on, and be able to interpret that clearly or understand it at its core, was a really great benefit, or something that I use. Again, knowing how to ask the right questions. And I know that sounds silly, but it's a really important lesson to learn. Again, because we're always seeking answers, but sometimes just knowing how to ask a question. I've learned it's benefited, especially in the professional world, when it comes to even working with coworkers or trying to figure out a project or even working in a group, knowing how to clearly communicate what it is that you're trying to get across or what you're seeking from your other coworkers, I really feel like I benefit from that. And I do notice that that those skills really do come through, and they're noticed by other coworkers, and so that's always a plus.